many of you saw this video?
Poor girls turn me on. The poorer the girl, the more attracted I am to her.
A lot of you be wondering why a guy like this would have said something like that. Today he's here to clear the air because he was forced to say that very statement. It never truly came from him. This is his story.
It's against my character to say such a thing because poor girls don't turn me on. No. Nedu told me that he owns Honest Bunch podcast. So he said I'll have to pay a certain amount, 5 million naira. That if I really want to present this topic today, that he's giving me the option of I have to say what he tells me to say. He now said I have to mention a celebrity's name to make the thing go viral. He specifically mentioned Very Dark Man. He said I should mention Very Dark Man. So since the owner is telling me this, I went on the podcast and said the things Nedu asked me to say. I was so depressed, so I decided to end my life. In my lifetime, I've met manipulators, I've met narcissists, I've met gaslighters, and I've met scammers, but Nedu is a discovery. Hi, my name is Ugo Wokolo, Mr. Nigeria Supranational. I'm sure a lot of you saw the video that went viral a couple of weeks back. I was actually manipulated and forced to say that. This is my story.
Oh my goodness, bro, I can't believe you made that statement. Poor girls turn you on. Why would you even say something like that?
Yeah. I made a statement, but I was actually forced and manipulated to make that statement.
Can you tell us about everything?
It's actually a long story, but I'll try to cut it short. You see, I won Mr. Nigeria Supranational 2024, October, and I needed Nigerians to know about my journey because I was going to represent my dear country in Poland. So I needed Nigerians to know about my journey and everything. So I reached out to Honest Bunch podcast through Nedu. So Nedu is someone I look up to as a mentor in the industry because he has been here for a long time and he's someone I look up to, someone I admire his craft and everything. So I reached out to Nedu and was like, oh, I want to appear on the Honest Bunch podcast to discuss a topic that I think is actually valuable to Nigerians. So what Nedu responded to me is that, okay, first of all, he said, I'll have to pay a certain amount for me to appear on this podcast. I was like, okay, how much? He said 5 million naira. Nedu told me that he owns Honest Bunch podcast and he has to settle his staff from that amount. I said, okay, no problem. I had to do it. So I sent Nedu 5 million naira. And so after I sent him the money, he was like, okay, what's your topic? And I went ahead and told him that, okay, my topic is eradicating classism and advocating, fostering an egalitarian society. So I'm going to quote Nedu verbatim. What he said to me is that, Mr. Nigeria, this thing where they talk in a big grammar, Nigerians are dumb. They don't like people that sound intelligent. You're not Peter Obi. For your message to fly, you have to sound dumb. You don't have to bring all those big grammar because it's not going to fly. That's what Nedu told me. I was like, okay.
And you are new to media.
Yeah, I'm new to media. So yeah, and he's someone I respect so much.
So much. So of course.
So I felt that every counsel and advice from him is gold, and so I need to take it.
Yeah, you need to.
So I just said, okay, since Nedu can say this to me, because I didn't think he had any ulterior motive, or any surreptitious move or anything. So I took it hook, line, and sinker because I'm someone that is very credulous. I tend to believe people a lot because of my good heart. Because I believe that people should not do bad to me because I cannot nurse anything evil to someone. So Nedu now said to me that I have to sound dumb to appeal to Nigerians. A day before the podcast, Nedu told me that there's a development. Someone else is coming to make the conversation interesting. I was like, but that's not our agreement now.
I mean, this is something you paid for, exactly. Right? For yourself.
I paid to promote myself. So why are you bringing someone else? Nedu now said, oh, there's no problem now. It's going to make it interesting. Don't worry. And I said, no. 5 million is not something that people pluck from tree now. Exactly. It's my hard-earned money. So why are you reneging on our agreement? So after a lot of back and forth, Nedu now finally agreed to refund me 2 million from the 5 million so that I can appear with someone else on the program. So he said he's going to refund me the money after I make the appearance. So the D-Day came, the day of the podcast. I said to Nedu, I would like to see you for briefing. Let me know what I'm going to say and everything. Because I already had what I was going to say, but I just needed to know. I just need to get some briefing.
Since your first time?
Yeah, it's my first time actually. So Nedu now met me and said, yeah, it's a good thing because he was actually talking to his co-host and they've dissected the topic and they think it's not something that's going to go viral. That if I really want to present this topic today, that he's giving me the option of I have to say what he tells me to say. I was like, no, now I have my topic already. Why will you tell me what to say? He said no, that this is the way it works, that he has to tell me what to say. This is his program and he calls the shot. I was speechless. I was dumbfounded. I was like, bro, this is not what to discuss. He now said, number one, he's going to tell me what to say and I have to mention a celebrity's name to make the thing go viral. He specifically mentioned Very Dark Man. He said I should mention Very Dark Man name. I was like, Very Dark Man doesn't have anything to do with my topic because my topic is about rich men getting married to broke girls or girls who they are in a better financial position than. But he now said I should say something like poor girls turn me on. The poorer the girl, the more attracted I am to her. And I said no. I'm not going to say that. That is not my topic. If you're insisting I have to say this, then I think I have to back off. I'll just take my money and leave. He now said that he's sorry that he can't refund because the money has been distributed to his workers. That the only thing that he can do is I should go back and come back on a later date when I'm interested or when I'm ready. I said, but I'm ready now. You're giving me a new topic and everything. He now said that's how he's done, that I have to accept this or go back and come back. So I had to think about the money I've spent and coming back is going to cost me more money. So...
And you had to fly from Abuja to Lagos?
I had to fly from Abuja to Lagos for the interview, yeah. So I just said, okay, since we're here already, let's just do it. Since Nedu is the owner, because he told me he's the owner of the Honest Bunch podcast. So since the owner is telling me this, I'm a newbie in the industry. So I foolishly agreed to that. And that is what put me in the mess that I am today. So I went on the podcast and said the things Nedu asked me, manipulated me to say. But I'll still say this. I take responsibility. I'm not trying to blame anybody. I'm just trying to tell Nigerians what actually happened and what prompted me to make that statement. The thing is, it's against my character to say such a thing because poor girls don't turn me on. No. Nedu forced and manipulated me to say that. I deserve all the insult I've gotten so far because I was the one that said it, but I just need Nigerians to know what actually transpired. I've been seeing a lot of repulsive, egregious comments saying, oh, some people said I manipulate women, that is why I'm looking for a poor girl to control and all of that. I'm a ritualist, I'm looking for a poor girl to use. A lot of comments that is against my character, against my person. That is not who I am. I'm so sorry.
So how
I was just a victim of manipulation. So this is not who I am. Poor girls don't turn me on. I'm sorry that this happened, and that is why I'm here to clear the air. In my lifetime, I've met manipulators, I've met narcissists, I've met gaslighters, and I've met scammers, but Nedu is a discovery. Yeah. Because before I went for the podcast, he told me something. He said, even Cyberbudge, he said he was the one that made Cyberbudge say what she said, and now she has gone viral. She's popular. That I should just listen to him, I should believe him, I should trust him. That's what he told me. He said if he can make Cyberbudge who she is, that who am I? That I should not worry. I should trust him and do what he asked me to do. So that is how I found myself in this mess. That has deeply affected me in all ramifications.
I was even surprised to hear that he asked you to mention this very dark man's name. Why?
Nedu is someone that is passionately obsessed about getting views in any way he deems fit. At the detriment, he just wants to get views. He wants to get a viral moment at the detriment of the guest.
You know, social media has changed, especially in the Nigerian space. It has become so toxic. You see a lot of nonchalant people occupying very relevant position on the Nigerian social media space. And to a lot of people, going viral could be anything. Do you understand? It could be calling out somebody that is an elderly person. It could be insulting innocent people. It could just be coming out to attack people that did not even do anything to you. Do you understand me? So that is maybe his own idea of going viral, and
But the truth is, I'm actually a different person. I'm not a cloud chaser.
he probably did not understand
the major
this.
reason why
you wanted publicity for
yes,
yourself
because of my
You're
international
now Mr.
pageant.
Nigeria. You wanted Nigerians to start paying attention to you as you make progress along the way. So what you wanted was a space where you could have an interview section to express your opinion. Do you understand? To push that narrative of an equal society. That was the topic.
Yes,
you wanted,
an equal
right?
society, basically.
Where maybe somebody who is doing well can actually embrace somebody who is not so
Doing well, yeah.
Right? That was the narrative you wanted to push. But unfortunately, that was not what you got. So from my perspective, I think that the person he met, the person's idea about going viral is entirely different from the rest of us. So like I said, going viral for some people could just mean getting the opportunity to call out somebody entirely innocent. And the truth is that social media goes a long way to actually affect people's life. Can you tell us how that statement affected your life?
Honestly, this past few weeks has been a roller coaster of emotions. Like, it's difficult for me to put my words together, but I faced the lowest point of depression because I got calls from my family members, my classmates, everybody were asking me, why would you go on a podcast to say something so obtuse? Because that is not who they know me to be. But whenever they ask me that kind of question, like, what happened? Why did you say that? I can't just bring myself to start telling them that I was manipulated because they think I'm smart. So it took a heavy toll on my mental health. When I went through the comment section, I saw the heinous, egregious comments, which was totally opposite from what I was expecting. The dude was just laughing over the phone. He said, I should not worry. That